Hey everybody, Vaughn here. In this video, I'm going to touch on a couple of details of the stop. Basically, what I was stopped for, what they arrested me for, things that happened to my guest, my stepson, and where we're at in the case today. Um, First thing is, they basically pulled me over on a normal traffic stop for alleged speeding violation. That was the whole basis of the complaint or the stop. Next thing they did, of course, was I gave them rights notice. Simple things on there: Fourth, Fifth Amendment, right to counsel, right to remain silent, right to warrants, whatever. As you can see by the video, it got a little escalated when the sergeant showed up. There was actually, I think there was 6 officers that showed up in about 10 minutes. Nonetheless, it was a very interesting situation. What the sergeant did is he came over and he had claimed that I had an outstanding warrant, and that they were going to arrest me for it. You can see him reaching in the window, doing all kinds of crazy, unlawful things, but refusing any paperwork that I had to give him. But you saw what escalated from there. He claimed the warrant. They arrested me. Of course, I spent the night in Hotel California. But they did a bunch of really unlawful things. I mean, with Jordan, my guest in the car, they assaulted him, they handcuffed him, they interrogated him, actually stole quite a few things that belonged to him and belonged to me as well during an unlawful search and seizure. They took quite a few things, including some money that belonged to Jordan, some gold and silver that was his, that was in the car, approximately $3,000 worth. I'm sure we'll never see that again. But nonetheless, that's where we were at that point. Following day, I was arraigned, brought over to the courthouse real early, saw the judge, basically telling me, they're setting up a bail. Tentative hearing date of January 13th. The initial stop was on the 29th of December. And that was it. Posted bail, and then a couple hours later I was released. And so, in order to find out what was going on with this thing, I marched into the courthouse, visited the clerk on the 11th of January, and I asked the clerk about the hearing and why I hadn't received anything in the mail confirming the hearing, and the clerk said that the state had not filed anything yet. There was really no case until the state filed, and that when the state filed, they would serve me properly and send me the information to my home. Therefore, knowing what I'm supposed to be doing and when I'm supposed to be going. On the, let's see what, the 25th of January, they actually had a hearing. It was on a Monday. They held it against me because I wasn't there and a failure to appear, but they never notified me. Of course. I mean, we can look at this as a clerk's mistake or whatever, but I marched right down to the courthouse. I got a call on, that happened on Monday, the 25th. On Friday, the bonding agent called me and basically said I was a no-show, and then they ruled against me. But the following Monday, I marched back to the courthouse, filed some paperwork, some motions, some pleadings, letting the clerk know what happened, asking where we would go from there. The clerk basically said they're going to file another hearing. We'll notify you in the mail, send it to your home. Again, waiting and waiting, never received anything. On February 8th, they had a hearing, which was just this past Monday. Of course, they didn't notify me. I wasn't there. On Friday, again, the bonding agent calls 4 days later, basically saying they issued a bench warrant for failure to appear. Typical. As you can see, it's become fairly complex here. Talked to the bonding agent for a while, asking him, what should I do as far as getting remedy for the situation. the bonding agent said basically write the judge a letter, let him know what happened, bring it over and turn it into his secretary, which I fully intend on doing tomorrow on February 15th, I guess. It's a Monday. I'll march over there and turn in this letter. I already have it written, so I'll turn it in. And he said to wait for a response and see where it goes from there. Meanwhile, the warrant's still open. Hopefully they'll respond quickly, or they won't respond at all, which has been typical here in the last 30 to 60 days. But anyhow, that's where we're at with that. I'll keep you updated on that one. There is another video posted below with a little more detail in it. I was just trying to quickly go through some of these points for you. I've also posted something in the other detailed video about some laws. I mean, I've been studying law and history of law for quite some time now, about 5 or 6 years, and found some pretty interesting things. And there's some detail in that video about, you know, some postal laws and postal codes they don't want us to know, which allows us to mail our letters for 3 cents. If you go to that video, you'll see, I'll show you how to write your return address, so you can do that. And it's basically 3 cents up to 5 ounces, over 5 ounces, another 3 cents, so it's 3 cents for every 5 ounces. It's very simple. I do it all the time. Completely lawful. It's in the laws, it's in the postal codes. Just as a little tidbit to help everybody out. We're all on here to help each other out. I appreciate it if you could take a look at the longer video. There's a lot more information in there and how we can help each other out with complaints and whatnot. But it would be awesome if everybody could do that. And then we can protect ourselves and our families from these kind of things. Nonetheless, I guess that's all I've got for this short video. Please take a look at the longer video below and have a blessed day. Thanks.